EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hey, 76! Big Novus!
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
Here we go. Go right in. 54 Mike. Here we go. He's checking. Crap. We're going to 54. Wide in.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Shift! Watch the shift! Switch! We're going to 53. Back.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. We're going to 54. Go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watch the safety crease.
49-yard line.
Show it up. We're going to 54. Wide in.
Here's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Check. Crunch. Watch the twist. SOS.
Elliott.
Watch out.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
No.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shoot. Hey, check. Go to 54.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening. Drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Get that ball. Check. Rush in.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Check 26. 36. We're going to 54. Bang. 26.
Now Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Newton on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it, and I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute...
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys.